Entering menu narration pop-up. Do you want menu narration? No, turned off.
There's something in the air. From Friday nights to Saturday lights. Chapel Hill to Pasadena. It crackles down our spines. Tradition, tension, roars that remind our rivals they're not in Kansas anymore. It's electric. It shocks our nerves and ignites a place where the ground shakes. But our pride doesn't. Where our coach, scheme, playbook, and character are unlike any other. There's something in the air. It builds us up, breaks them down, and gives the stadium a pulse built on pride.
Welcome to Annapolis, Maryland, today at Navy Marine Corps Memorial Stadium to see who will win the Go Bowling Military Bowl. There's nothing quite like wrapping up a regular season with a bowl victory. It just leaves a good taste in your mouth going into the offseason. As we'll see the number 5 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on a team from the Big Ten, the USC Trojans. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kickoff team out there ready to tee it up in this bowl game. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. So Notre Dame's offense takes the field to start this game off. Guys, it's been a long season. These two squads have had their fair share of battles, but today, David, they have a chance to end the season with a W.
And it's a little bit old school, right? With the bowl system, not as much to play for, but you get to put that uniform on again. And it should mean something. You had the bowl prep. You got to have some fun in a different city, Jesse. Now you get to go out and attack this game.
And it's another opportunity just to finish the season, right? To go out with a win. Both of these teams have taken this bowl game seriously. They've prepared. They feel like they're both ready to go. Winning this game is important to build momentum for next year. And
oh, he's got some space. Nifty little scamper on this one. Enough for the first down, and he slides in safely. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Fields. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. Looking downfield, it's Carr. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man. Really nice pickup on that one as they get it to the 36. It'll be first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the wide receiver. This time they'll go to the running game. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Pauly. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball at the 31. 3rd and short coming. Defense trying to rise up. And a quick shuffle pass. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the first? Or can you just stretch it?
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. The Trojans' offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this quarterback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David. It's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed. He's got game-breaking ability. Catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going,
and the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18.
I love the defensive effort there. They didn't get him right away. They stayed after him. He was scrambling, going backwards. They get the sack on the first play of the drive.
Back to throw. It's Mayava. Stands in and takes the hit. And it's knocked away downfield. The DB getting a hand in there.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
And the Trojans need a massive chunk play to move the sticks here on 3rd down. He's not afraid to go deep. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The punt team makes its way onto the field. they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Opening snap of this drive comes from the 31-yard line. First play of the drive, wants to throw. And he was looking over the middle and couldn't make the connection. Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Catch in the middle. It's Pauly. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's 2nd down. Second down coming up. Wants to go up top. Fires to the big fella. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can...
Wide open spaces. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Well, they're able to catch the defense off guard. They're obviously thinking past. This back is dangerous on 1st down, 2nd, and 3rd. And he shows you the vision, he shows you the speed. I just love how decisive he is. He's getting north right away.
And 3rd down and long, man, everything in you knows it's a pass. Surely they're not going to run the football. But I think what you said is important, having a guy like this that can chew up yards so quickly. Because I'm thinking just make the tackle. No big deal. Force the 4th down. But, man, what a nice play by the running back. The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage. And
always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
Play-action pass success has a lot to do with selling that fake. You could tell defense was not buying it, got in the backfield, got the big play.
They kick it away on 4th down. Special teams coming through as they pin them back. They'll mark it dead at the 10. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Takes the handoff. It's Jordan. Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
The Trojans with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Running back searching for a hole. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the legendary John McKay would be proud of the execution of the running game and picking up the 1st down.
The basic principles of the run game, right? The easy stuff, the boring stuff, not fancy, not loved. Everybody likes points and all that other, stuff that goes with it. But you got to get the good running game. USC doing a good job of it.
Got to be smart, patient, great vision. Uses all of that to get to the 29. And the Trojans can really attack on this 2nd and short. They go to the ground. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
Off the play fake. Might be looking to run. And the Irish will get to him at the 25. The Trojans will try to pin them back with the punt. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. Here come the Irish back on offense. Let's see if they can put together a drive starting from their own 28. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel. Oh, out of space. He's loose. He's at the 20. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
Man, this guy is such a weapon because he's so dangerous if he gets into the second level. Great vision, and then David shows you the speed.
Just straight wheels, erasing angles. A lot of times when you're chasing guys that are so fast like this, you're like, I got him, I got him. No, I do not. What a big, long touchdown run. Add those stats, young fellow.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. What a way to send a message. Huge play in the running game. One snap, and you've got a touchdown on the board. Here he comes from inside his own 5. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Motion from the back. Dropping back, it's Mayava. Fires to the wideout. Got a man in the middle. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They moved the chains. They marked it at the 29. And the Trojans are in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on first down. Pressure coming. And here comes the heat, and they get home, and they get him at the 21. The Trojans have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Making side adjustments here. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. And after the tackle, we are headed to the end of the first quarter. Guys, we've come to the end of the quarter, and Notre Dame has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left, and we're ready to get back to it and open the second period. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Trojans will send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. They'll start this drive at the 33-yard line. Wants to throw. It's Carr. On the move and looking deep. Snags it on the right. He'll go out of bounds right at the 30-yard line. A big play as this offense in business. After ripping off a big chunk of yardage, you figure they're going to go right back after him. 1st and 10 from the 31. Makes his man miss. Gets it past the marker. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Irish trying to strike gold in this red zone trip. Coming out on 1st down with the play fake. Finds his big tight end. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They are really clicking along. 1st and goal on just the 4th play of the drive. makes the grab on the shuffle. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. Can the D deny them on second and goal? Back to pass. Fires into the end zone. And that ball was in harm's way, and he is lucky to get that one back.
Well, that last incompletion is a good example of why your timing has to be so good as a quarterback, because the windows, they open and they close so quickly.
Touchdown, Irish! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Here's the return from inside his 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game, so Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet, gets a turnover. This game is entirely different.
On the ground, it's Jordan. Gets it out to the 25-yard line, a gain of 3.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
You can just start to sense the frustration building for this offense after that.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. So the officials take a closer look, and the replay booth will overturn the call. The Trojans with the 1st and 10. They'll go to the ground. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Man, it's easy to call plays when you're getting 5 or 6 yards a pop on the ground. Like, why would I get complicated? Why would I get complex? Like, up front right now, this group just win, fall forward, get that good gain, stay ahead of the sticks, don't have to get in bad situations. This defense better respond, or else I'll do that all the way down the field.
Really nice pass right there. This guy's got a lot to live up to. So much pressure when you think about playing quarterback for the Trojans. Heisman winners, guys like Carson Palmer, Matt Leinart, Caleb Williams. There's a lot of people watching this guy hoping he can be the next great one at USC. When you see throws like that, he gives you the hope that maybe, you know what, he might just be.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Runs through the tackle. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a man. It's Mayava. Here's the pressure. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical and pass deep.
This defense has a lot of speed, especially in the secondary, and you saw that speed. That defender got to that receiver so quick, and because of the hit, incomplete pass.
Looking down the middle. He can't make the catch. He was open on the crossing route, and instead they're facing a 4th down.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
Unloads to the wideout. Makes the grab past the marker. And they finally get him to the ground. An easy conversion for this offense. Defense not exactly the perfect 4th down call there. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Someone not clear on the snap count. It'll be a false start, and they'll move it back.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. A 1st down for the offense. They'll move the tight end. Wants to throw again. Fires to the wideout. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on 1st down. 2nd down coming. They'll operate out of split backs. Might be changing the route. Trying play action. Throws to the wideout. How about that play to get a hand in there and force the incompletion?
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the 1st half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the 2nd half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the 1st half.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. He's got it. Showing off that big leg from 47 yards out.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So after the last drive ended with a field goal, the kickoff team out there to send it away. On the run from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. Looking for space. It's Love. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Off play action. Lofts one high and deep. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away. Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking to pass. It's Carr. Zings it complete to the right. He'll have enough to move the chains. It's 1st down at the 38. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. He'll ride his man on the option. And is sucked out. Oh, the offense fortunate to fall on that one, and they'll live to fight another play.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
You want to talk about hearts and throats when that ball was on the ground? The offense recovered its own fumble. To the air on 2nd down. Here's a heat. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Man, this offense, they gotta find something. They gotta get in the rhythm somehow. So far, no success, not protecting the quarterback. Really, the only good thing I can say so far is they haven't turned the football over.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the 1st half. Notre Dame lining up to punt it away. Now on the return. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Not a lot of time left here in the half. Let's see if they can cut into this lead.
And this drive isn't a must score, but man, you look at the scoreboard. You're down 2 scores. Jesse, you got a good opportunity. Create some momentum. Cut it to a 1-score game. This is an important possession.
Yeah, it's important to create that momentum now, David, too, and not wait to get it going here at the start of the third quarter. You've got one drive here to get a couple of points. You've got to start the racing and chipping away at this deficit. This could be where the game turns right here.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Now the play fake. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. This time it's complete. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. Off the play fake on 1st down. Lets it fly. Makes a connection. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be 2nd and just a few breaths away from the 1st down. And the Trojans come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Looking to throw, it's Mayaba. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
The Trojans are facing 3rd and inches. Quarterback making checks. They turn to the passing game on 3rd and short. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Defense did a great job. 3rd and short on the opponent's side of the field. They're expecting quick throw. Everybody, they dug their heel on the ground. They're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. He turns that loose down the right side. And they can't make the connection on 4th down, and they'll turn it over. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Makes the catch. No chance to run, but they still move it forward. The offense will have to use its 1st timeout of the half.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly, and that's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Wants to throw. They'll have to be efficient against the clock. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Looking to throw, it's Carr. Fires to the right. Got his man downfield. And a nice grab there. Big pickup down to the 35-yard line. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. And in the waning seconds of the 1st half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. It's good. Easy call for the refs. And that will extend their lead even further. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. The end of a very entertaining first 2 quarters of football in Annapolis and an intriguing Military Bowl. And the undisputed star of the half has been that lockdown corner. The coaches told us how good he was, but I almost think they undersold how impactful he would be. Ultra physical with zero hesitation. And with hands like that, I wonder if they don't think about using him in the passing game at some point. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Military Bowl.
Notre Dame will kick it off to start the 2nd half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. And sort of an ugly 1st half, honestly, but the deficit's still manageable if they want to wrap up this season with a bowl win.
This is a team I know that takes a lot of pride, and I'm sure at halftime in the locker room, David, there was some shouting going on. They need to get themselves motivated and ready to...
It's a running room. Smashes ahead. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Looking back to last year, the Trojans made a midseason quarterback change. You might expect that, trying to live up to what Caleb Williams was able to do, but Jaden Mayama certainly finished strong, Jesse.
Yeah, the UNLV transfer looked really, really good, especially at the end of the year. And you know, with Lincoln Riley, one of the great QB whisperers in recent college football memory, if you're locked in and you're playing and you're seeing the field the way Lincoln Riley is seeing it and calling it, this offense is going to be unstoppable. If he does that, he's going to put up Heisman numbers.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. The play action fake. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking downfield, it's Mayava. A strike downfield. There he goes. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they close it to 17-10. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock. Return man. This drive will open from the 15. Catch in the middle, it's Fields. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver, and the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
Fires to the big fella. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Fields. At midfield, he's got room. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. Dropping back, it's Carr. It's incomplete, and trust me, you will not see that very often from this guy. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to pass on 2nd down. Fires to the tight end. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. Notre Dame comes to the line trying to convert on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on 3rd down. And the field goal unit is on the field. He's going to try to punch one through from 45 yards away. He splits the uprights and puts 3 on the board. And that lead grows even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll start the return inside his 5. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. First play of the drive comes from the 22. The last time they had it, they took it down the field for a touchdown. They can build some confidence that they can go back-to-back scoring drives here.
Yeah, and remember, it's not uncommon for offenses to find themselves as the game goes on. They had some things not go their way early, but they found something last drive, David. Let's see if they can build on it.
Yeah, you just pick and pick and pick until you find that place where you're like, okay, this is an advantage I have. They clearly found that dude. They score here, we're in for a ball game.
That receiver found the open space in his zone coverage, and as a defense, honestly, just throw your hands up on that because they covered it pretty well. It was just a good play call and really nice execution.
They're going to run it. It's a seam wide open. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
All right, well, look, I know the defense was feeling real good about their run D coming into this one and how they've been playing up to this point, but finally, David, the offense breaks through and they finally generate something.
He'll take a deep shot here. Hits him in stride inside the 10. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense first and goal from the 7.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to set those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
They'll try to get it in with the run. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
Lining up to add another. And he doinks it off the left upright. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. They kicked a field goal on the last drive, Jesse. They've got the lead. Don't make a dumb mistake, but maintain your aggressive play calling.
Yeah, no doubt. I think it's...
There he goes! Brought down at the 31 after a pickup of 10 yards on that one. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Plows through. Turning on the Jets. Smashes through the tackle. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. The Irish, after ripping off a huge chunk on the ground, will try to keep Big Mo rolling. Reads it, fires complete. He gets it inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29. And here comes the offense on second down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain. They're within field goal range at the 29. Let's see if they can pick up a few or the first down on 3rd and long. To the air, it's Carr. Grab near the sticks, it's Fields. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. Pass completion moved the sticks in. Let's see if they try it again. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Got it! And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Notre Dame!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
From inside the 10, here he comes. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David. Just
racing down the left side. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. And he slipped through the crowd, and he'll house it. Touchdown, Southern Cal. Quick strike touchdown comes out and jump-starts the offense.
And, man, we see this in college football, so much explosiveness and firepower, and we get high-scoring game after high-scoring game, and it looks like we're on pace for one of those right now.
Now they'll try the two-point conversion and try to crawl within 3. Barges ahead. He's not going to make it in, and the decision to go for 2 does not work out. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers properly to pay off that last scoring drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here come the Irish back on offense. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gives it on the option. Turning it on. Oh, he's got some space. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Notre Dame will come to the line after that huge gain and try to keep the momentum going. Back to throw, it's Carr. Makes the grab. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. New set of downs after the completion. Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Looking to throw on first down. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47.
And the defense needed that one badly. They're losing in this game. They just gave up a big play, so they finally get the sack, but you feel like they're going to need more than that. They're going to need some turnovers to get back in this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Got his man to the left. Several defenders get an assist on that tackle.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
The Irish relying on the running game to give them this fresh set of downs. Got it in the middle, it's Fields. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run play action. Intercepted to stop the threat. Takes it the other way. What a play he made. Makes the interception, then takes it back to the 36.
And that's just excellent cover. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board. You still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open. And if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at him. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
Well, after getting the takeaway now, and you're in the fringe area just outside the red zone, the offense trying to stay aggressive. They're throwing it right away, seeing if they can catch the defense sleeping after now just coming on the field. Give the defense credit. They were aware. They were ready for it. Made sure that one fell incomplete.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. right back to the well. Got the first down and more. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. We've come to the end of the period, and Notre Dame has the lead. They've built a cushion. They've got a nice lead. Now the task is finish the deal as you take a look at the third quarter stats. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. They'll go back to work with a first down in the final period. Might be calling a hot route. To the air, it's Mayava. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Keeps it going. Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
You can just see the excitement this defense has every play. They're almost wishing this quarterback drops back to throw because they know they're going to get home to him. That's the 6th time they've registered a sack.
On third and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Caught over the middle. It's Lemon. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Trojans have pushed it inside the 20. They're throwing for it on fourth down. Escape. And the pressure gets to the quarterback. Down he goes, but that penalty marker sitting right at the line of scrimmage might be offsides against the defense.
Good job by the QB there, using his cadence, using his clapping, trying to get this defense offside.
Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on fourth down. Tries to get it on the ground. He's not going to get there. A big stop for this defense on fourth down. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Notre Dame backed up in the shadow of its own goal post, looking for room on first down. Looking for a crease. It's Locke. Creates a little space. Wide open spaces. Oh, a lot of space. The 20. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
What a big-time run. He's still running. Over 90 yards. That's one of those when you're running to the end zone, you're looking behind you, you're looking on the Jumbotron to see if anybody's going to catch him, and nobody's going to catch him on that huge touchdown run.
On the run from inside his own 5. Slips through the line. He's got an alley. He is electric in the return game, and that one has the offense set up nicely. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Under fire. Can't find the man, and he'll be knocked down at the 40.
I think this quarterback now at this point is looking over to the sideline saying, hey, can we just not throw it anymore? I mean, my guys, they can't block for me. I've got no chance back here. We need to just run the ball from this point out.
And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. Trying to pick up a first down. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Right through the wicket. He just flat dropped it on the crosser, and it'll be fourth down.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, fourth down.
Oh, they're after him. Makes the grab, got the conversion, and still going. quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different. Bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
And he got that extra point through. No slipping on the snow. It was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Here come the Irish, back on offense. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
On the run, it's Love. Runs through a tackle. And he uses the stiff arm to push his way past the sticks and pick up the first down. Lining up from the 34 on first down. Out of the gun, the inside give. Past the first down marker and still running. And his molars are probably rattling after that big hit, but he did get the first down. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Looking for a man. It's Carr. Setting up the screen. Ball is loose. Recovers the fumble, and he's on the move. And the ball is out. Who's going to get it?
You know, fumbles really just comes down to luck. Oblong-shaped ball just can bounce any which way whatsoever. An offense right there, very lucky that one went out of bounds.
This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
That's caught. It's Pauling. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. The Irish send out the punt unit. And he'd hoped to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. They close the gap on their last drive. Now an opportunity to take the lead if they can score here. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The Trojans with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They'll go to work in the air on second down. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down. Third down coming up after that completion. From the gun, wants to pass. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. Down a possession here in the 4th, and they'll need to convert on this 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got it. First down and more. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch. Here comes the offense on first down. Back to pass, it's Mayava. Unloads to the wideout. They've avoided the interception all day, but they were lucky to get that one back here late. It'll be second down.
And man, did the defense just miss an opportunity that they could have turned the lights out with the lead. Get the football back here. Missed opportunity. Maybe this offense now can take it.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. He'll try to take it back.
What a nice job intercepting the snowball there. The quarterback threw the snowball down the field. Couldn't get it to his wide receiver. Defensive back makes a great play. Tell you what, this snow definitely affecting the game.
He gets it across the 25 to the 24. Give him 5 on the carry. The Irish come to the line facing second and short. They want that clock to run. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it in the middle, it's Pauly. And that'll be enough to give Notre Dame a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. Tough, determined run gets it down to the 12. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a first down. Virtually unblocked, and he stopped for a loss of 8. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Irish will need to move the sticks on 3rd and long to keep this drive going. They will stop him short, and the defense trying to keep him alive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. Splits the uprights right down the middle.
Well, that's a huge kick right there, because now the opponent has to score a touchdown here in the 4th quarter. That put so much pressure on the opponent now. Nice job by the special teams going out and executing in a big moment.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. Escapes trouble. Escapes the sack. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was knocked loose, and 3rd down is coming.
Well, they've thrown 2 straight incompletions, and they just need to play pitch and catch on this next play. They're down a possession, and you don't have to necessarily get the first down right here, but if you don't get it, you've got to at least keep the 4th down.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Well, they're down a possession, and they're on their own side of the 50, so they need a big one right here. They've just thrown 3 straight incompletions, but it just takes one. It just takes one big play down the field to all of a sudden get that momentum and that juice flowing again to give yourselves a chance to win.
Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. And they'll take a knee. This one was a lot like a tennis match, back and forth, up and down, and they just couldn't quite score enough and get the key stop to get the win.
And defenses have changed, right? It's not about limiting to low points anymore, but you got to find ways to create turnovers and get that ball back to your offense so they can do their damage. Defense just needed to create a few more opportunities.
I think it just came down to individual effort on the defensive side of the football for this team. Somebody needs to step up in big moments in big games and make the play to win. We didn't see it happen today.
And with that, the season comes to a close for these two teams. Another bowl game is all wrapped up, and we are finished as well. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, thanking our entire crew and thanking you for being with us for another presentation of EA Sports College Football. We'll see you next season.